went through my entire high school as a self-proclaimed atheist. I had been holding on to so much for so long. The Holy Spirit just washed over me. I had this knowing and this feeling that saving grace was it.
I was in the California foster care system and 11 different foster homes. I moved back in with my mom and her husband and was physically, sexually, verbally, mentally, emotionally abused. I moved 13 times in 2 years. Saving Grace was my 13th home. I was actually homeless 2 weeks my semester moving into Saving Grace.
I was broken. I was someone who was unwanted, unloved, and abused. I thought I would probably die either on the streets or on someone's random couch that I was sleeping on. I didn't think I was worthy of any kind of help. When they did accept me, it kind of changed everything. I got the help that I needed. It's been a wonderful experience and life-changing. My life is great. I mean, there's ups and downs like anything. I work at Compassion House. It's a maternity home for teenage girls 13 to 19. One of my favorite things about working there is that I get to be with these broken, hurt girls, which is exactly who I was, and I can kind of influence them a little bit, give them some hope. I love my husband. We are both so excited about this child that is coming. We love our church, we love the way that we worship, and bringing that on to the next generation will truly be an unbelievable blessing. My child having a different experience than the childhood that I grew up with makes me very emotional, but at the same time completely grateful that I am able to stop the cycle of abuse that happened with me and know that with my child it will never happen. Without Saving Grace and finding out that I'm pregnant, I would have been terrified. I probably would have considered adoption because I would never want my child to grow up with the possibility even that I would become my mother. So with Saving Grace, I know that I have the tools and the strength that I need to raise this child. My child will grow up with 2 healthy parents that love God and love Jesus, and will put that in their life and speak truth over them. I'm gonna love them like nobody's loved a child before.
David and I courted in the Saving Grace program. He would come every Thursday and he would have family dinner. I say family dinner, he was surrounded by 12 girls, and the poor guy, I know he hated it, but he did it for me. He's been my safe place, and he's loved me through all my healing. He's such a great dad, just is so intentional with every single one of our kids, and he's taught me how to do that. I still have a lot of growing to do, and just because I'm out of poverty doesn't mean I still know everything when I don't remember any of it as a child. But I can say God's blessed me with a lot of people that show me what Eula needs. I look at Eula and I see me, but I see the innocence that I didn't have. And she's just happy. I see that happy smile. She loves people so much. We consciously prayed when we decided to become foster parents. We prayed that the Lord would bring whatever kid he had into our lives. People in the community have loved on them, loved on me. I guess you can say we provide, but the Lord does it through us, and I'm thankful to get to watch it. If God can take me out of homelessness and being a high school dropout and who should be pregnant with 10 kids, that's where I should be, and that's where I was headed. If God can bring me out of that, I trust and I believe that God can bring these kids out of that, and if he uses me, great. I just want to take care of them and make sure that they are safe and loved.
My husband and I, we've been married for almost 8 years now. And Elizabeth came to live with us right after our first year of marriage. We really had to adjust as husband and wife. She's been living with me as my daughter for 4 years now, and we're just now reaching a point where she feels comfortable enough to call me mom. I don't feel like I'm capable or that I'm equipped to be everything that she needs me to be. In my heart, I love her and I want her to be this whole and happy person. And there's a lot of things that in myself, I have to change that to make that possible for her. My husband has been really great in being a leader for our family. Growing up, she has certain things to overcome. The thing that I admire most is his compassion for that and his compassion for her situation, because he was adopted also. And so they kind of share that kinship and that understanding. She has this incredible light, and she has this way of just sharing what God has done for her in beautiful, simple ways. She's so kind and so helpful. She's got this great future, and she's got a heart for God and a passion for people. It's always been my desire for Elizabeth and I to somehow always be connected to Saving Grace. I happened to see one day a check written out to Saving Grace, and I was like, there's no way that could be the same Saving Grace. I found out that the very same company I work for, a board member of Saving Grace works for as well. God was giving me that avenue to be connected to Saving Grace again, and everything to do with my story and how incredible Saving Grace was for me. It's my hopes that Elizabeth can be the one opening the door for somebody that was in my situation. I know that her transition into becoming a woman is going to be different, because Saving Grace gave me the tools to make it different for her. I'm incredibly thrilled and happy that I get to be a part of her testimony, and that I get to see the amazing things that God is going to do through her.